There is a Netflix documentary out right now about the T-24 tiger in India. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Not yet.
Pat,
No.
you want to pull up a picture of that? I think it's actually more of like a modern case of like a man-eating tiger. It has had like, I think it has had 4 kills. I mean, a kill is a kill, right? Like we're not gonna diminish what it did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's called a T-24 tiger, and basically there was this whole thing going on where it was killing, and they weren't sure if they should put it in a zoo or not, and then it was removed from the wild, and it caused like huge like outbursts in India, like free the tiger and all that. So I think this tiger's like 600 pounds or something like crazy.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Tiger 24.
So
Yeah, it's
like
a really
new
interesting
show or documentary.
It's a documentary. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a beautiful tiger.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really beautiful.
Oh, that's gotta suck. They're so pretty.
So
Yeah, I mean, it must suck for real.
So you mentioned that this tiger has killed 4 people.
Yeah, it has. It's killed 4 people. Well, the thing is, they're convinced that it killed 3 of them, but the last one, it was like kind of like a contentious one. Like they're not sure per se if it was that one that that it killed, like that tiger that killed the person. So after the 4th killing, that's when like all the the measures were taken to bring the tiger into a zoo.
Yeah.
And that's when like the protest started, and there was a lot of contention around that case specifically. Yeah. And now I think the tiger is in a zoo, and it's like not doing well. Like it's getting like, I think it has cancer, and it's it started deteriorating really fast after they took it out of its natural habitat.
Interesting.
That's really interesting. I was so in our episode about this Champ-Brought Tigers incident, we had an interview, or asked an interview with Sam Helly, who is a biologist who works over there. Mm-hmm. We asked her what they do with trouble animals, and she said that sometimes they have to put them in the zoo because they can't keep them outside. Like you can't keep an animal that's actually hunting humans.
You can't just let them kill people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And no one wants them to die. Like no one, like the biologists that work with these animals don't want them to suffer or be in a zoo. Like it's just the best way to keep them alive without putting people in danger. Which sounds weird because you're putting them around more people, but if they're cared for,
like cage.
You gotta wonder too, like if people are upset that he's in captivity, the other option would be killing it. And if he's in captivity now and like quickly going downhill, whatever, getting cancer, maybe he had cancer and was already dying, and that is why he was hunting people. And being in captivity, you have healthcare that is free to you and you're fed. Like that is honestly the best place to be if you're a wild animal and dying. So that is a tough one.
Yeah, I think in the 1970s, like India put into place, I think the Tiger Protection Act, where they like kind of like segregated their areas, where there's kind of like more a village type area for people to live, and there's like a core area for like the tigers to roam around in their natural habitat. And I think a lot of what was happening was those boundaries weren't properly established, and people kept crossing into the core, and then they would get mauled by tigers there.
Well, so what do you expect to happen if you're gonna go into the tiger's den? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with these big 600-pound tigers. Like, no, it's wild. Yeah.
But it's interesting also kind of how now there's a lot of talk about conservation and like not killing the tigers. Maybe before, back in the day, it was just kill off the tigers, hunt them all, or they didn't really think about that. But now it's much more the conservation, and sometimes there's a lot of outrage that hunters go hunt animals even if they have like a permit or whatever. People are still against it.
It's a very different situation when you're talking about a man-eating tiger and tigers in general. I don't think any of us here really support exotic hunting. That's going to be after like endangered species like this. We don't want that. Yeah. But again, if you have a tiger that's killed 4 people and may attack more because it's sick and dying, you can't just leave it out there. You can't just have it make the decision on its own. You have to either contain it or kill it. I'm happy they contained it.
Yeah, it's a different story when a tiger starts killing people, right? I mean, we want people to stay safe and not have to deal with these attacks. Just another parallel with the T-24 tiger again. I know that tiger, they suspect that the reason why it started killing humans was in 2009, they noticed that the tiger had like a problem with its paw. So they basically they put it to sleep, and they brought it in, and they had like this intervention where they tried to remove whatever was wrong with her foot. I think she had like a thorn or something that was like really causing like inflammation and things. So yeah, humans tried to intervene with that. And then what happened was when she was under the anesthesia, she woke up like unexpectedly, and she like looked around, and she saw everyone like around her, and she just bolted and ran.
Oh, wow,
so apparently that must have been so scary.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I think from there, some of the experts were saying that maybe that's what caused that tiger to go after humans, almost like she had a grudge against them.
Revenge.
Yeah. It's possible.
Yeah, it was like a revenge.
Do they hold a grudge? I don't know.
I mean,
I've read some places that apparently they do.
Some animals do for sure. I don't know if tigers are one of them, but like crows, I don't know what kind of birds you guys have up there, but crows for sure
oh
hold
my
grudges.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah, crows are really smart. I know
bastards.
tigers are really smart
Also
too.
smart. I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, like I saw in that documentary, like when they removed the T-24 tiger from the wild, like his mating partner was just, wandering around on the road and just calling out for like the T-24 tiger, and like the cubs left as well, and you could just see that, they were like the family of the tiger was sad.
The tiger's boyfriend.
Yeah, like the tiger's girlfriend,
Oh, okay.
Wow. So yeah, it's crazy. I think they are, really smart.